next speaker for the evening is someone who quite literally has changed my and my business partner's life. A good 10 years ago, we met and I met for the first time and came across these guys who were doing amazing things as Lokshins as a Kailij. They had literally out of just the boot of their car created a business which was changing lives across the Kailicha, and their business has grown exponentially across the country to the point where they're now an authority, Kuala Pemont, Eastern Cape Yonge, in fact. Ladies and gents, please put your hands together for what I like to call a serial entrepreneur and just an amazing person all around. He goes by the name Lonwabo Rani, and he's right here tonight to share his story.
Standing in front of you guys, about to talk about my journey and the lesson learned while we were starting with Silulo, and also maybe 10 key things that I think should be the role of township business. Obviously, starting a business is not easy. It was difficult. We started with 2 computers, a Butini moto, selling to schools. My brother was a teacher, and we realized back then in 2004 they were introducing an outcome-based education, and otishara babengakwazi ukusebenzisa computers. So we saw an opportunity to sell these computers to otishara. So from 2 computers, nyani zabayi 4. Between September and December, ubrother wami wayenza ngokunokwakhe. The only thing I did was to apply for a loan. Then after I realized ngo December, ubrother wami uze nemali engange 12,000 endlini just from selling computers, and I'm still working and earning 3,000 rands. I then decided, let me quit my job December 2014 and join him full time, and then we need to do this thing of selling computers.
The future of technology, I think at this present moment, no one knows. We talk about Internet of Things, about the 4th Industrial Revolution. There's already 5G that will come with a lot of speed, lots of innovations. Even the careers, I think 80% of the careers of the future are not even known what will they be. So it's going to be amazing, it's scary, but exciting as well. Some are worried that there will be job losses, but obviously there might be job losses, but there are also going to be other job gains and so forth. And actually that's why Silulo exists, to make sure it's reskilling people so that they can be relevant for the future.
Whatever profits we were making in selling of computers, we started opening that internet cafe. Yani community started to come in, but we realize now that they cannot use these computers. Someone will come with the paper and say, please email this for me. Ibhalwe CV ngepeni, and akayazi what's the difference between faxing and email. And then you must tell them that you need to type this, it must be electronically, and then so that you can send it. Realize that we need not to just provide internet cafe, we need to also train them first. And then, cool like business, because of people were starting to chew, and then bezos phone service too. And then we started opening a second center. Then after that second center, because of we realized the training on its own, we had a training center and an internet cafe. 2007, we were then awarded as the best company in Western Cape by Cape Times. And then we didn't understand, what's this best all about, because of Silambile. We cannot even get rent, and then now we've got these accolades and awards, that's why best company. But what it did to us is give us Indoyo's timber. And then now we realize this thing is people are recognizing it, and it's making a difference in the community as a Kailicha. Eona pain is when you're turning someone away because of indawo yakho igcwele. So people they want to pay, they want to study, but you're saying to them, no, you cannot because of we're full. And then from that award at 2008, we had to represent the Western Cape nationally, and won in 2009 as the best company nationally. And then we realized whatever we're doing, we are doing something that is needed by the community. So we're like, okay, now how can we expand this and make it formal so that we can grow it exponentially? So we started spending some time in understanding the community, understanding the business, and making sure that now everything is right and laying a solid foundation, because of now people were coming from Eastern Cape to Cape Town just to study at Silulo, and then so that they can get also MS savings. And then we started to expand, and then from 2012, We opened our first center. By then, we had about 12 branches in Western Cape. So we opened our first center in Queenstown, our hometown. And then from that center, it surprised us because of everyone was saying that there's no money in Eastern Cape. Don't go there, go to Gauteng, go to KZN. And then we're like, no, we need to go to Eastern Cape because of the need there is more. And our business is not all about making money. It's all about addressing the skills gap need and also the access to technology.
Scrap almost 80% of the degrees that they're offering and so forth because of they're no longer irrelevant, and change the education system, run short courses, and obviously coding is key and one of the best courses that everyone, even from primary school. So it is very important that universities must evolve or else they will be obsolete, and small companies who will come up with the relevant courses will strive. So universities, they need to change and adapt to their ways.
When we started training in 2008 until now, we've trained more than 35,000 people. Of which I'm proud from the research that was done by UCT Graduate School 2 years ago that 50% of Silulo graduates are working, and others, they do further their studies. Abanye ke, they open companies, but we still have about 20% abafundi Silulo baphinde bahlale phansi. It concerns us because of we want to make that difference ebomini babo, but kuyasizukwazi ukwenza yonke into, but we always try to knock and partner with different companies so that bangakwazi ubathatha. You need to have a brand promise because you have a business. You need to promise your customer and promise yourself what you're all about. Silulo brand promise is we're giving people tools to earn. Through our internet cafe, you'll go in our internet cafe and do a CV. That CV will open doors for you. You will send a CV, you'll do your assignment, you'll do anything. So we're giving you tools to earn. Through our training, we train you, we give you a skill, we give you mhlakulo, so now we've got a skill that can open new doors for you. So that's our brand promise. So brand promise is key. Whatever you're doing, what are you promising? And you need to make sure that you're living by that brand promise.
Well, whatever that is happening, we need to bring to communities that we serve, which are emerging townships and rural areas. So each and every time we spend time traveling the world, learning from other institutions, and making sure that we bring, but what we do best is making relevant for the communities and making it more understanding. So we need to make sure that we bring and we spend time doing research, and it's key for our market and it's key for our business, or else we won't grow and we won't sustain if we keep on doing one thing and not change.
No, Queenstown is my hometown. Normally, Kylie claimed us and they've got a reason, and I also said it's my second home in Cape Town. But I was made Kwaza Strato Zasekoman. So everything that I'm doing, even my personal business that I invest in, was in that money just to make a difference and contribute to, obviously, imisebenzi, job creation, and contribute in terms of scaling and changing Bombabantu. So money, what we realize, just not in Komani or in Eastern Cape, is that people go to where it's saturated and kukwimali, and first, when they're doing business, they don't put, why are you doing this business? So the why is very important. So the purpose for your business needs to be number one. And yes, it's always, people will say, the primary reason why you have business is to make money. And I beg to differ. If you can put the purpose of making a change and making a difference, so Eastern Cape is our hometown. Ikwa is home of the legends, and Nyan is home of the legends. But Utato Mandela, no Sisulu, no Banbana Baseko, who's gonna take over? Get that over and so forth. So we need to play our role in making sure that we're changing in Dauzet. Township revitalization. Yes, I was reading with document that say Gauteng. And that's the only document I could find from 2016 until 2021. Uba uchinjwa township economy and but make sure 30% of government spend and any company spend my year with township businesses. And yes, izakwenza loo nto bathi by 2030 and bagqiba bathi ku-SMMEs at least 60% business my year ku-SMMEs. So nakwezi ndawo sikuzo ayizutshintshwa ngurhulumente because of urhulumente is all about numbers. So ii-numbers isikakhulu obviously zisemdantsane, zisemlazi, zisesoweto. So ixhomekeke kuthi once they start seeing entrepreneurs ziphuma phaya and doing a difference bazawuya bebaleka. I've never applied for a tender in Silulo, but I'm training council, I'm training everyone because of once you build a brand, everyone comes to you. So nalena is township in rural areas esikuzo. We need to make sure Tina Singapaya we're doing something and starting businesses and addressing all the social ills ezikhoyo. And rest assured, urhulumente nento ezakwenziwa phaa they will invest bafake nantona because of bebona abantu besenza loo nto.
We as a society at this present moment we haven't realized the power of women. And I've seen from our training 80% of our students are women. So whatever that, obviously you're training people so that they can change the world. So the future is very bright for the women and it's gonna slowly change. And obviously we're more on ICT training. So now obviously these jobs of the future we're talking about is gonna be occupied by the women, and once they start to lead us, and because of they can multitask, they can do everything, and then that's when things will change and our country and community will be in a better hands and safe hands.